At last I have 5 true Siamese algae eaters in my planted 75-gallon tank with 6 fancy male guppies and Colombian tetra in various stages of development, mostly subadult, some young adult. The true Siamese algae eaters, I ordered 6 on special order. It took the pet store a month to get them. They were repeatedly back ordered week after week. But they finally arrived, and they arrived Tuesday. It is now Saturday. 1 expired, so I am left with 5, which seem to be right happy in this 75-gallon tank, exhibiting schooling behavior. It is a schooling fish, so I wanted to make sure that they would have enough company to enjoy each other. Right now they're enjoying some algae wafers. Still quite skittish, do hide when I pass the tank, but slowly realizing that they're in no danger and they've found a happy home where hopefully they will continue to be healthy. I do prefer to quarantine my fish. However, keeping them in a 10-gallon, which would be my only option, would be very uncomfortable for them. So I've gone ahead and introduced them into the tank. I realize that I may now have to treat the tank for ick at the very least, but hopefully they don't carry any other pathogens that might affect the other fish or themselves in the long run. So very happy to finally have this terrific species. I've decided to go ahead and break down one of my 10-gallon tanks. So, well, at the moment I only have 5 tanks going, but the 1 10-gallon is in reserve for when I do a water change in either the 75 or actually I've been advised that what I have there is a 120. I was incorrectly told that it is a 112-gallon tank. It's actually a 120. So when I do a water change in either tank, I want to maintain all of that water in a 10-gallon because it generally contains Colombian tetra fry, and that's how I managed to save the fry, is keep them in a 10-gallon as a fry starter tank and just start them off on brine shrimp nuclei. Starting them on infusorians is counterproductive because the infusorians will expire and soil the water. So apparently the infusoria available in amongst the fish waste and so forth is sufficient to start off the Colombian tetra, and then can soon consume brine shrimp nuclei. So that process has been going well for me now for about 6 years, and very rarely do I get new stock. Only on one occasion did I get 6 adults as new stock, new breeding stock of the Colombian tetra. Hadn't noticed any inbreeding issues with the fish. It's incredible that all of my fish for the first about 4 years came from 6 individuals, and I have gone through hundreds of fish, and frankly, since I only catch a small percentage of the fry that hatch in the substrate, I've probably lost thousands of individuals to just simply starving in the substrate or being eaten by adults when they are able to catch them. So this is where I am with my planted 75-gallon tank. Hopefully the true Siamese will eradicate any and all blackbeard algae, and I'll just use a UV sterilizer on my only other planted aquarium, a 10-gallon tank.